Hello, 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 collectives, my loves, my angels. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me on my channel, Got It With The Faith. Let me tell you what I'm pulling right now, okay? You guys got involved with someone who you knew had a reputation, okay? But this person told you that that was what they were back then. That's not who they are now. They've changed, they've grown, they're no longer that person. They make better decisions now. All right. They were younger, if not younger. It's just that the person they were with, they flipped it. You know how people do. Oh, it wasn't their fault, it was all the other person's fault. They made some mistakes, they cheated, they did things. That's because they weren't happy in that relationship, because the other person wasn't showing up for them like how they needed to. So you thought you'd give this person a chance, an opportunity to prove themselves, okay? But this was the thing, like, you thought this person was gonna come in, do right, turn this person to a family man, somebody you can count on, somebody you can put in your arm, take to mom, take to dad, take to your work conventions, your meetings, show off, take to church with you, or wherever be arm candy for you, all right? But just the thing, like, this person was never gonna sit his or her ass down, okay? This was all a lie, all right? This person was never just going to sit down. That's not who this person is. So let's get to who first. Who? Personalize who this person may be for you, collective. All right, let me see who was possibly this person from a makeshift. Spirit guys, tell me, who was this person that this collective thought or believed or gave an opportunity to prove that they were no longer the person that for the reputation that they had. All right. Who was this person? Oh, jeez. Tell me, collective. Who? All right. Let's personalize. Ooh, ooh. Your person could have been somebody that had been in jail before, a prior inmate, all right? If not in jail, in mental prison, in prison with their thoughts, their mind, all right? Always coming up with ideas, bright ideas, holding themselves back from having relationships because they always have a negative mindset, always thinking, men ain't nothing or women ain't nothing, they ain't no good, so they can just treat them however they want, all right? Or your person could be possibly on their way to going to jail now, or feel like they're locked up in prison with who they are with in a relationship they are in, okay? Your person was definitely grumpy, all right? Someone who is always miserable, look at things negative. Didn't I just tell you with prior inmate, this person probably had just a negative outlook on men or women, depending on, what your person was, a male or a woman or a female. Williams Brown Jones. Your person could be in a relationship with somebody that has the name Williams Brown Jones, felt like they were attached to, grumpy, miserable. This person's in their energy, or that is your person, last name, middle name, maiden name, put it where it goes, okay? Your person could be bisexual, or the person they with could be bisexual, all right? Something that they're hiding, didn't tell you, something that they know. Or they could have even had some type of open relationship with this person, all right? Or previously had a relationship with this person. That your person definitely felt like you intimidated them. Maybe they felt like you intimidated them because you could see through the BS. You could see through them, okay? Because you weren't negative, you were positive, all right? With this being yellow, this is definitely talks about the third chakra, the solar plexus. You had a lot of self-esteem, self-worth. You were confident in who you were. You knew your power. You knew who you were. You stood on yourself, and you were authentically yourself at all times, collective. All right, what else? Personalized. What else about this person? Your person could work for the government, be part of the government, an inmate in prison, formerly prison inmate, okay? Could be attached to someone who is a government employee, work for the state or government in some type of way, all right? And could actually be spying on you, looking at you, giving them information about you, illegally going back, doing research on you, this bisexual person or whoever, trying to peep into who you are and what you're doing, okay? 20 is coming out here. 20 does talk about judgment, clarity. They didn't see clear who you were. Talks about final decisions. Yeah, you made a final decision to leave this person alone. All right, you did some self-evaluation. 20 does talk about that because it is judgment. Judgment is being called on this person. 2s also talk about balance. This person was not balanced, all right? They made terrible choices. This person, 2s, can also talk about a person choosing you as a partner at some point in time because they saw potential. They did want long term with you, but this person did not do the work that they needed to do, hence why judgment is being called. STD is coming out. It's coming out under bisexual. All right, it's coming out by Williams Brown Jones. I'm telling you, maybe somebody with the name Williams Brown Jones gave this person an STD, or they gave this person a STD. All right, because somebody's out here messing around with both sexes, not being honest about it, or maybe they know about it and they want to keep it to themselves, and then maybe this is why this person felt inmate, tied to, locked in, imprisoned with this person because they share an STD between themselves, all right, that they want to keep secret. Karma, and this is this person's karma. We're going to leave these makeshift cards right there with that, okay? Karma. All right, so let's just go on and see more about what this person, like, you thought this person, they said they changed, they hadn't changed. They said they wanted to do things different. They showed their actions did not align with their mouth. Speak to me, spirit guys. Health. I'm telling you, this person got an STD, honey. STD as part of their karma from the person that they chose with 20 relationships, okay? But the person that they chose to have a relationship with, okay, is they have a health issue, a health problem. Other health issues may arise with this person. It may, I don't know what this STD is they caught, all right, but the fact that other health issues could arise is one they cannot get rid of, okay? This is somebody that they were in commitment, marriage to, possibly, or they just committed themselves to. They are definitely committed to this health thing. This health thing is committed to them, all right? So it's something that they cannot take a pill and get rid of, all right? It says things are about to get serious. Yeah, the health is about to get serious because of this STD that they have caught as part of their karma, okay? Ooh, Jesus, yeah, you thought this person was going to sit their goofy ass down because they said they changed. So you opened up your heart to this person. You let them in. You gave love. You made a commitment to this person. You thought, if I give love, I'll attract love back from this person. Well, that turned out to be the case because they didn't want to communicate with you that their heart was closed. They don't want to compromise, okay? Because they were a gold digger. They're out here trying to find greener grass always in other situations, trying to get what they can get from people, all right? This is somebody who uses money to get what they want, or try to get money out of people, look for material things, all right? Somebody who's even taking third parties on trips, traveling with them, or somebody was taking them on trips, traveling with them. Maybe even, this is a wedding card. I'm telling you, this person was married, engaged, and about to get married, or caught something, all right? This person definitely wants to travel towards you. They're carrying some baggage that they can't get rid of, possibly this health issue, this STD. They want to say they want to travel towards you soon, but right now they need to build their money up, okay? They're working on their money. They definitely had some addictions for sure, all right? This person has some unhealthy habits, some financial struggles possibly they were going through. They didn't tell you as well. Hey, babes! But they're repeating some cycles in their life, all right? And they're going to continue to repeat some cycles in their life until they get rid of these addictions, all right? Yes, this is absolutely true what I am telling you, but luck is on your side. You don't have to worry about this because you let go, all right? You let go because you found out that there was someone else, and this someone else is possibly spying on you, watching you, keeping an eye on you. I told you, government employees, somebody using their resources, tapping in illegally to see what the hell you have going on, okay? But, they thinking, if I just give this person time, if I give them a little time, things will get better, all right? Things are going to work out. Nah, baby, things ain't going to work out. They trying to manifest you back in your life, but you out here manifesting what you want. You ain't trying to manifest them back. Like, you left the situation. They may be thinking, if I get a divorce, I can get my person back. I missed the intimacy between them. But you don't want to be intimate with this person because this person got an STD, okay? Yeah, they're trying to figure themselves out. They don't got something with this bisexual sexuality, I'm telling you somebody is bisexual. It's all over the place. Regarding angels, I'm telling you, be careful, okay? Again, confirmation. I told you. Somebody possibly caught something from a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your person could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all right? But in divine timing, you're going to find out more about the situation. This person's trying to be patient, all right? They're thinking in a few months, maybe things will be over with this person. They want to take you out on a date, all right? You left an imprint on this person's life, but your spirit guides are letting you know there is no new beginning, all right? This person possibly could have got somebody pregnant. They let you know to expect hearing something from this person, but it's a no, all right? They may be doing some candle magic, trying to put a love spell on you to get you back in their life as well, all right? They want to confess something to you. Hey, baby, this was a narcissist. Thank you, baby. This was a narcissist, okay? They may tell you that they're moving out, trying to find a new place to live. They want to get away. They want to tell you they'll be back soon. They want to come towards you. Okay, they don't like the situation that they're in. They don't like the relationship that they're in. All right, things aren't going well. They know they fucked up. All right, and they want to try to make it right. That's what they want to do. They want to make it right. This person doing drugs, trying to cope with everything that's going on. That person be doing drugs. Again, pregnancy. Hey, baby, pregnancy. They may have got somebody pregnant, want to have a new beginning with you, try to have a new beginning with somebody else. You know, they're unsure somebody else is pregnant, unsure about this STD that they caught, all right, because they were out here cheating, not unsure who gave it to who. They gave it to that person, the person gave it to them. The relationship was toxic, okay? They were all out here messing around with no condoms, in their feelings, okay? Somebody's putting on a show, needs a limelight, want to be seen by all means, any means necessary, okay? Your person, but you already knew what was going to go on. You knew they weren't going to be happy. You knew it wasn't going to work out. You knew they were going to get their karma, okay? And now, you know, you set things straight with them. You said what you had to say when you found out what you found out, and you let it go, okay? Now they want to come in and confess to you and set things straight with you, all right? Now they want to bug you, be a bugaboo in your life because you done moved on and you don't want no process no more, okay? You don't want to be bothered. You know, you like, nah, you're out here fulfilling your fantasy, doing what you want to do, you know, making bad choices. I don't want to hear your fake apology. I'm not in the mood. Don't want to hear it. Maybe want to bring some flowers or something as a peace offering. All right. Tell you, yes, they went back to a family situation, but they want to have a new beginning with you, possibly have a child with you. They definitely want to express this to you. Okay. Reveal something that they think that you don't know. All right. That I believe you already know. Because what they're going to tell you is old, expired news. Like I said, you already know. Confirmation. You already know that they weren't using protection, all right? And they caught something, all right? But you were sexually protected. You know, you got out of a situation before you can get what they got, all right? You started withholding sex, you know, because you didn't want to destroy your life, but they did. They destroyed their life, all right? So now their life is broken. They feel broken. They feel like, you know, everything is effed up. You know, your spirit guide supported you, gave you emotional intelligence, so you knew to be accountable for the decisions and choices that you made. They did not, all right? But now they got so much drama in their life and they're tired of it that they want to move on, okay? They want to move on. They're saying, I hate nothing about you. Please, can we make it work? You know, there's a hater, third party, you know, hating on you. Like I said, spying on you, okay? But you're like, nah, baby, game over. I'm done. I'm sick and tired. I want no part of it. You betrayed me. You know, you said you backstabbed me. I know now you can't be trusted. You said you changed. You had not, all right? They're envious of you, what you got going on, you moving on with your life, you being able to let go, them not being able to let go, that third party's envious of you, all right? Third parties feel like, okay, babes, they got played, all right? You definitely feel like you got played, all right? So you kick this person to the curb, put them in the trash. Your person don't want to hear that it's over, they can't come back, all right? They know they were out here getting a room. They know they were hooking up. They caught something. They lied to you. But now they want to run away from all the drama that they have going on. So your spirit guides are like, be cautious, baby. Move accordingly. Don't just take this back, all right? This person's angry because you're running away from them, all right? They want to come back and keep a promise that they originally made to you, because now they're checking themselves and they got checked out and they know they got something. They're realizing people around them were fake. The person they hooked up with was fake. They're depressed about it, all right? Depressed about their decisions, depressed about you moving on, all right? Because they were out here being intimate, getting in bisexual relationships. they're bisexual, or people that are hooking up bisexual, people were cheating, just doing the utmost, big sexuality. All right, they're going to leave these people behind, you know, break contracts with them, marriages, get out of them if that's what it is. All right, they're trying to burn the evidence that they've caught something because they don't want you to know, all right, that they are being promiscuous and got this, or that person was being promiscuous and gave it to them. Okay, but you already know, baby. They want to come in and fight for who they love, which is you, even if they have to kick somebody to the curb. But it doesn't matter because they're caught. You already know what the deal is. You know what it is, okay? And everything's being publicized. People are knowing about it. The neighbors, the friends, the neighborhood know about it. People are talking about it. All right, people posting about it. You know, they're trying to keep it undercover, investigate, like, how is this information getting out? How do these people know? You know, they want the same face. They want to keep their identity. They want to keep their secrets. They don't want people to really know what's going on. They want to keep it under wraps. They want to keep it in the house, okay? But they miss the intimacy about you. They're feeling rejected, all right? They're feeling left alone, all right? They know they brought all this on themselves because of their ways, all right? Some of them may be dealing with some legal trouble. I told you, prior inmate might be possibly going to jail, going to court, or somebody threatening to put them in jail. Maybe somebody want to sue them by giving them an STD that they possibly have. I don't know. Just a lot of fussing and fighting going on in that relationship. You know, you're blocking this person. You're blocking all this foolishness or nonsense. They're friends. You have nothing to say. You want them to stop calling you. This person's going to pretend is going to eventually be clinging. They cling onto their old ways. They're trying to cling to you. They're trying to come back. They're trying to bother you because they feel lost. They feel depressed. You know, your person just feel hopeless now. Nobody's going to want to deal with them once they find out that they carrying a sicky dickie. Ain't nobody gonna want to hook up with this person. You know, they're gonna be left alone. They're wishing for a second chance with you. You know, being very nostalgic about the times you guys share. You know, they want balance. They want peace within your relationship. They want things to work out. Move, let this go. Hold on, guys. I got a bugaboo right here, right now. Get up, babe. All right, leave this alone, okay? Here, go get your drink. Drink your drink. All right, get your drink. All right, guys, we're gonna start to wrap this up. All right. So they want to have peace and happiness and balance with you. They want to balance your relationship. All right, because they see you as peace, as happiness. All right, but they shatter any future that you guys have by betraying you, by living a double life. All right, by pretending to be one person when they're not, by cheating, by backstabbing you, by being greedy, by chasing all these sexual desires by any means necessary, not considering your feeling. They burnt this bridge. Now they know you can't. You know you can't trust them. You see them as being disloyal, and they're in their emotions. They're worried about it. They're fearful that you guys will never have an opportunity to come together again, because they're keeping dirty little secrets, having love affairs. Again, person married. See the wedding ring? Okay, you make even a lowdown that they tried to hide from you, keep from you, and didn't want you to find out, but you did. You got your freedom, and you cut the ties between them. Okay, all right. So give me their intentions. What are their intentions now for trying to come back to my collective? My collective knows what's going on. They don't have time for this foolishness. So what is this? You know, this person lied, said they changed. They didn't change. They knew they were never going to sit goofy ass down and be a family person. So what's the intention now? What's the intention now? Vent. I have a lot to say about a situation and need a good listener. Yeah, they want to vent about all the karma they're going through in their life, what all has happened to them. Apology. I'm not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. They think if they just come and apologize for what they've done to you, everything is going to be a-okay. Sabotage, okay? I'm deliberately working to undermine your efforts and place obstacles in your life. They know they sabotaged this relationship, and it was deliberate because they lied about what they said. And reconnection, okay? I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. Yeah, this person misses you because you were a good person, all right? And they know this. They lied. They lied from the get-go. They lied the whole time. They had no intentions on sitting their happy, goofy ass down, and they did not. And so you had to move on. So now tell me, what's the soul lesson? What's the soul lesson for this person? What was the soul lesson here? Let go of what could have been. Grief often hides in the story of what didn't happen. Release the almost and return to the now. This person might as well just forget about what could have happened, what you guys could have had, because you're not going to have it. They didn't change. They lied. You don't trust them. The bridge is burned. And that's it. Okay, Sarah. It's over. If you like what you heard today, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to alert you when I put the next reading. And until then, have a good day.